What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we are checking out funny things Dutch people do. So what could this be? What could this actually be? Let's check it out together and find out, guys. Don't forget to smash our like button, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, guys, check out our Patreon. That has just been launched. Link is in the description below. That's for any of you who want to support the channel and motivate me. And also we got a Discord link in the description below where we chat and talk a lot of different things, so check that out as well. But let's get on with this video and see what we got, guys. Let's get it.
Right, when you're talking to them, yeah, they like to, stare into your soul, so stare right back. You'll see mothers going to pick up their kids from school or on the way back from the grocery store, and they're on their bike and they have a kid on the front and they have, two kids on the back, and then they have the grocery bags on the side. And it's just this overloaded bike, but they're just pedaling along, doing their thing. Wow. Because everyone rides bikes.
Like, you don't expect that.
And because it's so safe to ride bikes, nobody wears helmets. And as a missionary, it's in the rule book that you have to wear helmets. So in a crowd of...
Oh, okay. It's actually in the rule book as well. I did not know they had rules for helmets. That's interesting.
1 million people on bikes, you could spot the missionaries in, 2.6 seconds. And everybody makes sure to point and laugh and make fun of you and really hurt your feelings, but you grow thick skin from it. Funny sayings, I heard vrouwen achter de stuur, bloed aan de muur, which means women behind the wheel, blood on the wall. He's talking about lady drivers, no survivors almost, and I thought that was a really funny thing to hear in Dutch. The languages are so similar in certain aspects, so when you hear something in Dutch and you know what the English thing is, you're like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, of course I knew that. And so if you were going to say, what in the world, a Dutch person would say, wat in de wereld. So it's like super similar, but hearing it in Dutch, it just kind of sounds a little funny.
Sound
I think
a
almost
bit
the
weird.
entire western portion of the country has all been reclaimed, and it's, below sea level. The city of Amsterdam specifically, when they did it, they have these huge pillars like under the ground that basically hold the entire city up. Another interesting thing is because it is all reclaimed,
that's so interesting.
Dikes around the country, that keep the water out and stuff, every month they sound the alarms, the dike alarms. And so you wake up and you hear these alarms going off. So when you're a brand new missionary, you have no idea what that is. The older missionaries would like to take advantage of that situation, and they would freak out like the dikes had broke and now the whole country is going to go underwater, so now we need to get up as high as we can. And when you're eating a meal, everyone gets served, and then you're sitting at the table, and the head of the household is usually the one that gives the okay to eat, and he says eet smakelijk, which is basically the Dutch, bon appetit or whatever. And so once the head of the household says eet smakelijk and then picks up his utensils to eat, then everyone else can do that as well. So don't get your food and then immediately start eating.
Okay.
But wait for the head of the household to give you the okay, and then use whatever utensils they are using. So if they're using a fork and a knife, use a fork and a knife.
Use a fork and a
knife.
knife.
Holidays would be King's Day or Koningsdag, and I think that's the last Friday of April or something like that. But it's basically this countrywide garage sale. And so everyone's dressed in orange, and they line up on the streets.
I've heard this before. I've heard about it.
Stuff for super cheap. So it's fun to dress up and, show your love for the Dutch, or for the Netherlands. The roads, they're all made out of brick, and it's red, and the buildings are all old, and
that's the beauty. That's the beauty,
bro. And I literally felt like I was on a movie set. Like I was in some fairy tale land. Everybody's just driving these little tiny cars or riding their bikes. It just felt a lot more organized, a lot more well kept. The streets are extremely clean. You have the road for the cars, and then immediately to the side there's a huge bike path that has its own roundabouts, it has its own tunnels. It was amazing how many
literally have like tunnels for bicycles, like traffic lights for bicycles as well, which that amazed me on like a video I saw. It's actually very interesting how everything works with bicycles in Netherlands.
There where there's more bikes than people over there, and so Everywhere you look, there's somebody on a bike going to the grocery store, taking their kids to school, going to work. Everybody's on a bike. Rain, shine, snow, whatever it is, everyone's riding a bike, and that blew me away. Something that I really, really appreciated from the Dutch people was, I mean, as a missionary, it was hard for me sometimes, but how direct and how blunt they are.
True.
When you got
That's
to
true, bro.
know them, they were very...
Like, I haven't experienced this, but from all those videos I've reacted to about Netherlands, man, I feel like I live in the Netherlands, you know? I feel like I know a lot of things about, like, the country, so it's quite impressive.
Very, very loving. They were very welcoming. Some of my favorite Dutch foods, hands down, would be frites.
Frites?
It's basically
Never
just
heard
French
that.
fries, but they come in these... They call it a puntzak, which is just a
Puntzak.
point sack. It's kind of like a triangle thing, and they
Oh,
fill it up
I
with
know
fries.
what he's talking
And
about.
then that either smother it in whatever sauce you want. They have a million different sauces.
I've literally
over there.
seen
Or
this in,
some
like,
of them have it
movies.
where there's the fries, and then there's a little dip thing that hangs over top of it, so you can take your fries out, and it's kind of all in one package.
Nice.
And that is the cheapest meal, the best meal, and probably the
The
meal that I
unhealthiest.
ate the most while I was over there. What else? During the winter, they have stamppot, which is just mashed potatoes
What?
with some vegetables in it, like carrots or onions, and then you have a wurst, like a bratwurst almost on the side, and then you cover that in gravy. And then Turkish
Interesting.
food, whatever.
Wow, they have gravy as well? I didn't know Dutch people ate gravy. Okay.
Whatever Turkish food they have, just go and eat it. It's super good. It's called doner.
Doner.
Doner kebabs, and those are the best.
I love
Dutch
donuts, bro.
foods.
Doners.
Number one is definitely the hotting, and that's if you've seen the best 2 years where they're in the city center and they're holding the fish above their head and you eat it raw.
I've literally just reacted to that, like, it's one of my previous videos, bro. That's actually so weird that I didn't expect that. They literally have like a whole fish and they literally just hold it and just you guys eat it. It's interesting as well.
If you cover it with onions, it's not so bad. Working with younger missionaries, every time the door opens, it's a shock, and so they always get really tense, and so they get tense, be like, wij zijn zendelingen, wij zijn in de buurt vandaag om een onderzoek te doen. Het is een paar vragen. Hebt u tijd?
No way.
And I was like that too, and it's just so funny to go back and watch that. And so we knock on the door, say, goeiedag, ik ben Elder Grondel, is mijn collega. We zijn er even in de buurt vandaag om een kort onderzoekje uit te voeren. Gewoon een paar vragen. Het eerste vraag, geloof je in God? Denk je dat Jezus Christus de Zoon van God is?
Wow, very, very interesting video that was. Let me know your thoughts, guys, on this in the comments below. Hope you all enjoyed. It was interesting. Saw some new things as well. But yeah, don't forget, guys, if you did enjoy, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Check out our links that I mentioned before, Patreon and my Discord. In the description below, you'll see them there. And yeah, guys, I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.